so today my goal was to try and build like the best possible gaming computer that I could for under $3,000. Sure, I think it could be done better, but this to me personally I think is just the tits. It doesn't get any better than this. Only thing that I personally could think of is maybe add another video card, maybe add some more RAM, but then again I'm trying to stay under $3,000, and this right here will play any game 4K, max setting this, it's stupid. I want this build myself for gaming. It's insane. Check it out. Alright, so here we have it. Starting off, the processor that we picked was the 6700K, $328.99 at SuperBiiz. LGA 1151 socket, 4.0 gigahertz base frequency with a max turbo boost of 4.2, although you can overclock it much higher than that. That's 4 cores of straight power, 4 32 kilobyte L1 catches, 4 32 kilobyte L2 catches, and 4 256 kilobyte L3 catches. And just in case you're wondering, it does have integrated graphics, unlike the last 3 freaking processors that we've had. Alright, let's switch this one up a bit. What we're going to slap all this inside of is going to be the Fractal Design R5, the Blackout Edition. It's $89.99, and you get it at Newegg.com. It's ATX mid-tower with the form factor. It's all black, as you can tell. It's called the freaking Blackout Edition. Duh. It does not include a power supply. It has 2 2.5-inch bays for your SSDs and 8 internal 3.5-inch bays for your hard drives. The motherboard compatibility for this case is full-size ATX, no extended ATX, micro ATX, and mini ITX. It includes front panels with 3.0 ports and a maximum video card length of 12.2 inches or 310 millimeters. That's with the drive cages still installed, or 17.32 inches or 440 millimeters without the drive cages installed. Check it out, no big deal. Alright, so what are we using to cool this monster, you're asking? Well, obviously pretty much the same thing that I use almost every time when I use the all-in-one liquid cooler. It's $104.99. You can find it for this price at B&H, Best Buy, or Newegg.com, and you can get it at Best Buy for this price because I saw it just the other day. Yes, it is liquid cooled, as you can see. It's a 240 millimeter radiator, which you can fit to the front or the top of this case. It comes included with 2 120mm static pressure fans by Corsair for all that cooling power. It reaches a 37.7 decibels on the noise test, which isn't loud at all, but it's not quiet. And also the fans are 2,435 RPMs, just for all that spinning love that you need to keep that baby cool. Okay, so now let's talk about the motherboard. It's $199.99. You can find it at B&H or NCIXUS.com. It's a MAXIMUS 7 Hero. If you don't get that, you are a zero. How corny was that? I'm sorry. It's an ATX form factor, full-size motherboard, LGA 1151 socket type. It's an Intel Z170 chipset. Duh, if you haven't figured it out yet, we're using the Skylake chip for this bad boy. That's 4 288-pin DIMMs, and the memory that this thing supports is DDR4, which can be carried in 2133, 2400, 2666, 2800, 3000, 3200, 3300, or 3400. Sorry, no 3666 on this thing. Supports a maximum of 64 gigabytes, which is quite a lot. It does support RAID, and the onboard integrated graphics is based on the CPU, not the motherboard itself, just in case you're wondering. I've got that question a couple times now. Okay, so now we are going to talk about the RAM. It's $220.41, and you can find it of all places, Amazon.com. How crazy is that? It's a Corsair Vengeance Red LED RAM types. It's pretty cool. It glows, as you can see in the one picture. It's 280-pin DIMM, which is what the Z170 motherboard calls for. This kit right here is a 32 gig kit for 8 gigabyte sticks. Price per gigabyte $7.45, so not too bad for some fancy RAM. The CAS latency on this is only 16, which is insane. Also, I forgot to mention, it's DDR4 3400 frequencies on the memory. That is blazing fast. Now, keep in mind the timing on this is 16 by 18 by 181 by 36, which is great. It's 1.35 volts, and it does have heat spares built in if you weren't aware of that. And keep in mind, no ECC. Once again, what's going on with the world of RAM? Moving forward, we're going to talk about the storage. We got 3 pieces of storage here, which is something I feel something that you need to have for a gaming computer. Starting off for $184.99, which you can find at B&H or SuperBiiz.com, is a Samsung 950 Pro 256 gigabyte M.2 drive. So if you don't know, me personally, I would put my operating system on here, and I would put all my games on here. That's the only thing that I would use this for, and it is blazing fast. Moving on, for $122.78 at Newegg.com, You get a Samsung 850 Pro Series 256 gigabyte 2.5-inch SSD. Now with this, I would put everything else on. Movies, just whatever. Everything besides the operating system and the games themselves. I would put it all on this SSD. Last but not least, for $118.99, which you can find at SuperBiiz.com, is our Western Digital Black Series 2 terabyte 3.5-inch 7200 RPM hard drive. This is where I'm dumping all my junk. Photos, videos, what the heck ever. This is where it's going. End of story. Thank you. Alright, we are at the end of the video. For $199.99, you can get this power supply at B&H.com. It's a Corsair 860 watt, fully modular power supply. It's the AX860i. It's a monster. It has one top mounted fan. It's ATX 12 volt or EPS 12 volt as well. Now, like I said again, I think this will be the third or fourth time I've said it. It's fully modular. Thank God. As you know, I'm a huge fan of things that are fully modular. So, that being said, it's 80 plus platinum efficiency certification and has 6 PCI Express 6 plus 2 pin connectors. So hey, what more can you ask for in a power supply? Not much. Oh my god, no, he forgot the freaking graphics cards. No, I didn't. They're right here, stupid. Jesus Christ. For the price of $679.99 times 2, whatever that is, that's like $1,300 and some change. You can find this at B&H or NCIXUS.com. It's 2 EVGA 1080 GTX type GeForces for the Win Edition 3.0 ACX graphics cards. They are monsters. Just one of these alone, you can literally run Doom, I believe it's like 85 frames per second at 4K. Bananas, unheard of. It's got 8 gigabytes of DDR5X type memory on each card, so that's a total of 16 gigs of frickin' memory on these goddamn graphics cards. I can't believe it. It's making me sick just thinking about it. We run them in SLI. They both have 1.72 base gigahertz core clocks, which is absolutely insane. And something else that I think is insane, they both draw 215 watts of power. That is bananas for graphics cards. Like I said, they support SLI, obviously, because we have 2 of them here. You can configure them up to 3 ways, but a lot of driver updates don't quite support it yet, as you can see if you look at Jay's 2 cents videos. Anyways, this graphics card right here is 10 inches and a half. 10.51 inches to be exact, or 267 millimeters in total length. So hey, huge graphics cards. Thanks for watching, guys. Check it out.